Good morning. Hi. It's me. It's Sunday morning and I'm sitting on the back porch all cuddled up in my robe and in a blanket that I had warmed by the wood-burning stove because it's freezing cold, and I thought I better take a blanket in case that molester cat comes after me and tears my legs to pieces today. So I'm sitting out here because I wanted to smoke. You know, I've started smoking again. Good Lord, why can't I get a grip on it? I don't know. Anyway, I have, over the past, I think I have made, I wanted to say, I think we're going to have an early spring. We had last night the fire go out in the house. It never did get cold. It was a little chilly this morning because it's chilly now. We had a little bit of what was like a spring rain yesterday. And the day before that, we didn't even have to make a fire that night. So that's 2 nights in the middle of January with us not having to make a fire. I hope you can hear me because the wind is blowing. I have my microphone very close to my face, so I hope you can hear me. But anyway, I am praying that it is a cold early spring because I abhor the winter, you know. Anybody that knows me knows that. I can't stand it. The only thing that makes the winter even bearable in my mind is Christmas. If there wasn't no Christmas, I don't know. I just bumped into that hurt tooth with these other teeth. I can't even eat because I bump into that tooth and it hurts so bad. But anyway, I wanted to share with you, you know, another doc recommend. I've been remiss and not shared my favorite documentaries, and my all-time favorite documentaries too that I have watched over and over and over again a million times. I have seen them both over 100 times, and I will continue to watch them probably till they no longer exist or I wear out the DVDs. Two kind of go hand in hand. One is Grey Gardens and the Beales of Grey Gardens. The Beales of Grey Gardens was just made not very long ago out of outtakes from the stuff that was left over from Grey Gardens. And Grey Gardens had a bit of a upswing and became very popular again. It was very popular underground kind of videotapes that were just going around in the 70s, and then was made into a documentary and put on a DVD and has won all kind of I don't know who hasn't heard of Grey Gardens, but the story of Big and Little Edie Bill. And a lot of people that know me know I idolize Edie. I'm very much like Edie in a lot of ways, and you know, it's a fine line between quirky and crazy. That's all I'm going to say. And Edie reminds me a lot of myself, I have to admit. I love that documentary. The other one that reminds me a lot of myself, and it reminds me more of people around here, and one that I really love to watch because our community is an old mining community. That's what we are. We have up in the hills above our home, I actually live on a mountaintop that was strip mined for uranium and tunnel mined for smithsonite. Smithsonite is one of the rarest minerals on the planet, and there's only one other mine that's ever been discovered, I think in Spain or South America or someplace far away. Anyway, it's a very rare mineral, and all of the mines, and there used to be hundreds of them here, have all been played out, and the last people came out of the little mining town 7 miles from here named Kelly, and that is where they came from, and then in our town built up at the turn of the century, and in conjunction with Kelly. So Kelly is a ghost town, and Magdalena is nearly a ghost town. But anyway, the name of the documentary is The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. It's about coal mining town, coal mining people, and it's based on the life story of Jessica White and Mamie White. Jessica and Mamie are daughter and son of D. Ray White. D. Ray White was the king of the mountain tap dancers who was killed in a shootout. And there's been a few documentaries made about them. One was called The Talking Feet, and one very much about Jessica was called The Dancing Outlaw. And those are hard to find. I have yet to see all of The Dancing Outlaw. There is a lot of outtakes from it, or pieces of it on YouTube. And but The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia is more about the who are kids my age now and younger, and then their kids and grandkids and all of that. And it's just a fascinating look at the disability culture in our country, and I guess hillbillies, some would call white trash, maybe, you know. I don't know, I've been called white trash before, many times. And, you know, I have a certain pride in me about being of this culture and of this lifestyle. Living in the hills, living hard in the hills is a different kind of life, but we're not the only people that do it. There's a lot of people who live in the back roads and down the back roads of America. I don't know if you've been out driving there any time recently, but there's a lot of it, you know. Mainstream America makes fun of folks like us and pokes fun at us and looks down upon this type of lifestyle, but it is indeed a lifestyle, and there's many, many hundreds of thousands of people who do not live in mainstream America, do not thrive on, you know, the daily news, and live different, almost in a different time frame. So, and what goes along with this type of lifestyle is the fact that there's a little bit of a little lack of education in some folks, and the need to make a living by any means possible, which is often selling drugs, doing things that are illegal, and you know, that type of thing. And you see a lot of that in the movie, and I suppose that is where the term, you know, white trash comes from. They're trashy, they do trashy things, you know. And but not all of us are like that. Some of us are hardworking folks. My husband is a veteran and worked hard all his life, and we do not live by those means. But there's a definite mark of what is called the disability culture, people who get their kids the crazy check, and or, you know, disabled by other means, you know, by being hurt working, cutting wood, hurt by your animals. There's a lot of ways to get hurt and disabled in the country. And then there's the disabled veterans as well. So there's a whole, you know, it goes from one extreme to the other. But anyway, get a chance, watch The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Absolutely, I would say my number 2 favorite documentary of all time. And I guarantee you, once you watch it once, you'll have to go back and watch it again, because it's fascinating. And you see underneath. You see underneath the surface of, you know, what's out front and then what goes on inside of a person. And you find out that we're all a lot more alike than you would first think. So anyway, check that out. All right, the sun is coming out from behind a cloud. I'm going to upload a partial video. I had an eBay fiasco this week, and it cuts off on the end. But I don't want to go through the whole gory story again, 8 minutes long. I'm going to upload that today, but I had a few problems with eBay this week, with things getting broken in the mail and pissed off customers and just all kinds of stuff this weekend. I ended up with a headache as big as Texas yesterday. So anyway, I will talk to you all later. After Olivia leaves, I'll probably do a little cooking video or something, but it may take me a while to get it uploaded. Thanks for the people that watched pie recipe, and if you have any specific questions about that, something needed to be explained, because the annotations were very short and I haven't been able to get in and fix it yet, but I will. So if you have questions about that easy cream pie or what you could use in that, just give me a holler and I'll give you some ideas. All right, peace, be blessed, and have a lovely Sunday. Bye-bye.